Today is July 4th, 2016. 240 years ago, on July 4th, 1776, our forefathers signed a piece of paper. That piece of paper was to declare to the world the reasons for government, the reasons for which to abolish a tyrannical regime, and its ramifications were to be felt for generations to come. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. These are the opening statements from the Declaration of Independence. These are the opening statements that caused a colony to throw off the repressive regime of King George and to form unto itself a new nation, a nation of laws ruled for the people, by the people. 240 years later, we enjoy a free America to this day because of the blood, sweat, and tears given by our forefathers. We owe them the thanks and gratitude for giving us the most wonderful document of all time, unparalleled except by the Bible itself, in how it has affected our day-to-day lives and governs the rules of our land, the Constitution of the United States of America. A document with such power and authority that men and women owe their allegiance to that document alone, have given their blood and their tears in defense of it. Never in the history of the world has anyone seen as much technological progression, economic prosperity, social and moral justice as exists in the United States today. But we would all rather cast all these gifts aside in the name of safety and security, rather than taking it upon ourselves to come to the defense of our own nation in our troubled times, to cast off those from foreign powers that seek to destroy our political process, that seek to enslave us to their whim, both politically and economically. The laughable absurdity to how far America has fallen. In 2008, we had the opportunity to say we wish to return our country to the principles of our founding fathers. We had a candidate who could have been the George Washington of our time. But sadly, when Congressman Ron Paul ran, we rather laugh at him than to see that our country was in peril and needed to be saved. We have now suffered 8 full years of an administration that has decided not only is the right of the people to keep and bear arms not a right as prescribed by the Constitution of the United States, a presidency that has declared lawful gun-owning citizens to be more a threat to the safety and security of the United States than of known radical jihadists. We have a president that has outright lied and deceived our population and forced us to purchase such a burden as is the Obamacare health plan. We have a president that would sell off our national assets, that would sell off our national industry to foreign powers rather than give his own people the tools necessary to build a prosperous nation. We have a president that has taken it upon himself to be judge, jury, and executioner in relation to the drone program, which has claimed the lives of many innocents around the world without the benefit of so much as a trial, with many more abuses too numerous to list, but which those mentioned are but a few of the most egregious that have been committed against this people. It is no longer in our ability to remain silent against this tyranny. Our voices, we have tried to make be heard, but have fallen silent upon deaf ears. Our voices, we have tried to urge our representatives to the plight upon which has been forced among us, and they refuse to act, and in fact, at times, declare us the cause of the very problems that we suffer because of their decisions. With this, I can no longer remain silent. I dedicate this channel and all that be heard upon it to that in the names of those who have died fighting for this country, protecting that one singular document, the Constitution of the United States, which is the supreme law of the land. Sadly, I can no longer do so in the open, for fear of reprisals from my own government. A sad fact which has affected many. They are no longer safe in their communications, whether written or digital. For merely voicing an opinion, there are throngs that would declare them bigots and racists for just simply disagreeing with a point of view. As such, we must become anonymous in our pursuit for our freedom, for fear of reprisals from both the government and from our fellow brainwashed citizen. Maybe in time we may come forth from the shadows and reveal ourselves in the true honor of the fight that we wish to bring against this new world order. But until that day, we shall take on the mantle of the unknown citizen. We hope that one day we may restore this nation to the glory that it was destined to become. We hope that one day we will never be forced to hide who we are. We hope one day that we can lay down the arms of this fight, the pencils, the pens, the keyboards that will win us our independence once more. We make a solemn promise that we will fight those who try to take our freedom. We will fight them with our keyboards and with our pens. We will fight them with our voices and our publications. We will fight them in the comments on social media. We will fight them on the YouTubes. We will fight them in the digital, and we will fight them posting our signs where they may be seen so others may discover the true freedom that has been taken from us, that one day we will return and claim the freedoms that are ours. That we declare on this Independence Day, that you will never take our freedom again.